Beach Television.
On this edition of CityVision, come along as the Miami Beach Homeless Outreach Team lends a helping hand.
The City of Miami Beach would like to welcome aboard.
Our city's newest fire engine is commissioned during a ceremony that dates back to the 1800s.
2 years ago.
And Lebron James makes a surprise visit just for the kids in Miami Beach. Hello and welcome to CityVision, your source for everything you need to know about Miami Beach. I'm your host, Emily Oz.
And I'm your host, Yvette Diaz. On this edition, we're coming to you from South Point Park.
This is the crown jewel of parks in South Beach, where some of our popular summer camps are held and where soon you will see a brand new pier, which is being handled by our city's Office of Capital Improvement Projects. Later in the show, Kevin Smith will be joining us. Our Parks and Recreation Director will fill us in on what's available in our parks programs. Change and improvement in Miami Beach is ongoing, and we invite you to be involved in the process.
Past is what is surrounding.
Share your thoughts now during the planning stages for the redevelopment of the Miami Beach Convention Center. 2 top qualified teams have been shortlisted to develop preliminary design plans with your input.
We want to have the ability to have more green space, open areas, and really a facility that in the end benefits the convention center and the visitors who use it, but also is something that's interactive with our residents as well.
A series of public meetings are scheduled, and the city encourages your suggestions during these forums. For a complete list of these meeting days, locations, and times, please visit miamibeachfl.gov. Miami Beach is a great place to live, work, and play. In fact, it's such a desirable place to be that people seek out our city just to live on the streets. But with our homeless outreach team hard at work, our homeless numbers have been reduced.
Loomis is one of our biggest hotspots. For some reason, our homeless just like to hang out there all day.
In case you don't know me, my name's Bo. This is Sadia, my colleague, and we work out of the 555 Homeless Outreach Office. So I want y'all to know, I don't want you to feel like you're alone out here and there's no help for y'all, because there is help for y'all out of our office.
Meet the HOT Team, the homeless outreach team of Miami Beach. Formed in 2003, the HOT Team has been linking up homeless people with services every day since.
So on a typical day, we would come out and try to offer them shelter. If they don't want shelter, maybe to come in and get some food. Maybe if they need a birth certificate and they need to get a picture ID, we offer that service also. We offer bus passes. We can offer, sometimes it's just an ear. They need to speak, somebody to listen to their story.
My name's Bo. Nice to meet you, okay?
Guys like caseworker Bo Hall know the key to success begins with building relationships with these people.
Now that you're back here, what's your plan? Do you need me to put you in shelter? Hey, Ronnie! I grew up on the beach. I've been here my whole life. I used to be homeless out here as well. Okay?
Hall's personal experience with homelessness makes him the perfect candidate to help others turn the tide. Catherine Martinez oversees the HOT Team, who deal daily with the people living on our streets. On this day, they called in our sanitation department to clean up homeless debris left behind in Loomis Park. The HOT Team routinely works with other city departments. In fact, a new partnership with Miami Beach Police means a full-time officer is now dedicated to addressing aggressive panhandling, illegal camping, and public drunkenness by habitual vagrants. The new partnership with police has resulted in fewer complaints from the public.
Just visually, from what we've seen, the number of complaints have been reduced. We do see a great impact.
I take enjoyment that we can actually make a positive impact on the lives of some of these homeless people. A lot of them want help, some of them don't want it, but we cannot give up on them.
While we were out with the hot team, we even met up with a success story in Dave Kamen.
I'm proof. Being homeless for 7 years, they helped me with an apartment and providing me with the stability and the want to make things different.
Martinez reminds residents to call their office directly with complaints and concerns as the hot team follows up on every tip. And here's another reminder.
If they see someone panhandling in the city, to please not give them any food and not give them any money. That keeps them from engaging into shelter and enables them to stay on the streets here.
No matter where you are in life, you can still be anything you want to be.
The Collins Park neighborhood will be scoring points of convenience with a new parking garage that's in the works. Here's more from Sherry Holbert-Lipner with our Plan Progress report.
Our cityscape is about to get another addition. This January, the City Commission approved the basis of design report for the new parking garage at Collins Park, designed by the Pritzker Prize-winning firm headed by acclaimed architect Zaha Hadid. The design of the Collins Park garage addresses the need for more parking in both a strategic and creative way. The structure will be a destination in itself, providing retail space on the bottom floor and a covered plaza that the design team envisions as an active space for events and informal gatherings.
Beyond the providing just the needed parking for the area, I think by having a garage that architecturally will be striking and it'll become sort of something that adds to the architectural continuum of the city, you have the commercial space on the bottom that will activate and enhance the pedestrian feel of the area. And the plaza that is being designed into and incorporated into the garage, what connects Collins Park and connects the cultural institutions, you have something that will become a catalyst to the area. It shows the city is serious about the area.
The new facility will occupy 2 existing parking lots on 23rd Street, and the garage will soar 3 levels above and over Liberty Avenue. Currently, Liberty Avenue separates the Miami Beach Regional Library from the Miami City Ballet, but the architect's vision is to create a pedestrian promenade that links the two and also leads into Collins Park and the Bass Museum. The form of the building is distinctive and bold, but with the goal of urban connectivity, there's an organic feel that makes it a part of the neighborhood.
One of the most important elements of or one of the most important features of the design is this balustrade element that wraps around it and alternates between being a very solid element or being very transparent cable system. And as well as accentuating the curvature and the geometry of the form of the design, it also very practically acts is raised where it needed and acts as a barrier, a visual barrier or a shield to the adjacent residential building.
All in all, the Collins Park parking garage will serve as the next great neighbor in Collins Park.
The parking structure as almost like an economic development incentive, I think, by the city, reinvesting in the area.
Once design and permitting processes are complete, the project is slated to go into construction. For MBTV, I'm Sherry Holbert-Lipner.
There's a lot of reasons to celebrate life in Miami Beach. Here's another reason: being a resident has its perks. How did you ring in the holidays? For many, the sights and sounds of the season was a highlight this past holiday. Miami Beach residents and employees were privy to a free concert in the gorgeous New World Center Concert Hall. The music by the New World Symphony was also simulcast outside on the city's EXO stage at Soundscape. The New World Symphony played lots of traditional holiday musical scores to get everyone in the spirit. For a listing of other perks for residents, visit miamibeachfl.gov and click on Residents. With so many reasons to love Miami Beach, which one would you pick to photograph? Well, we had hundreds of submissions to mull over during our first ever Like to Love photo contest. The Like to Love Miami Beach photo contest featured close to 1,000 entries by contestants. The photos celebrated what you like to love about our beautiful city. Professional judges selected the finalists from the following 3 categories: outdoor public activities, cultural arts, festivals and events, and landscapes, places, and architecture. Final photos were posted online for the public to vote on. Eric Liu is the overall first and second place winner for these 2 images.
The first image really speaks to the beauty of the nature that is all around us, the beach, the heavens, the thunder, that wonderful captive moment where it's all just happening in the cityscape, in this beautiful tropical paradise that we live in.
Up next, we're back at South Point Park, catching up with Parks and Recreation Director Kevin Smith.
And later in the show, see why not trimming your hedges can become a public safety hazard.
And stay tuned for the reason behind a surprise visit from Lebron James.
Ethical high standards are important and expected of Miami Beach employees. If you have stumbled across evidence of dishonesty in city government, report it. Rooting out public corruption is a high priority. Our local FBI field office has an anonymous hotline set up to take your calls. The number is 305-944-9101. Whether you suspect bribery, kickbacks, extortion, money laundering, embezzlement, or wire, bank, or tax fraud, our local FBI office is listening. Again, the number to report corruption is 305-944-9101.
Tell us why you like to love Miami Beach.
I am from Port St. Lucie, Florida, visiting Miami Beach, the most fabulous beach in the world with the best people.
We like to love Miami Beach!
Red means stop. It's the law. Miami Beach is using new technology to prevent traffic crashes at several of our busiest intersections where cameras are now monitoring vehicles that run red lights. To avoid a fine, don't run a red light and come to a complete stop before turning right on red. For more on the intersection safety program, visit our website, miamibeachfl.gov, and click on Public Safety. Miami Beach stops on red.
Hey, we're Miami Beach Soccer, and you're watching MBTV. Yeah!
Welcome back to CityVision. We're joined now by Kevin Smith, the director of our Parks and Recreation Department. Thank you for being with us, Kevin.
Thank you for inviting me.
You're welcome. We're here at one of our signature parks in the city. Can you start by telling us what new amenities are expected here soon?
Well, as you mentioned, we're at one of our most beautiful parks, South Point Park. It's on the end of Miami Beach. It was just renovated recently, a few years ago, and following hot on its tracks of a brand new renovation is a new fishing pier. It will be in the site of the old pier. It's exactly about the same length as the old pier. It's bigger as far as its total square footage, but in length it's about the same. It's a telescopic pier, which will enable it to go out a bit further. But overall, it's going to be spectacular for fishing, for walking, for enjoying the ocean, and there will be all types of signage that indicates the sea, the type of sea animals, the type of sea plant materials, and fish and turtles.
Wonderful. And can you take us through some of the other new amenities that are coming to our park system?
Sure, glad to. Going north from here, we have a new artificial turf football field and an 8-lane track will be going into Flamingo Park, as some of the newest amenities that are in design right now. But the really special facility, if you have not had a chance to see it, I would advocate anybody that's interested go by, but is the Flamingo Park Tennis Center. It's spectacular. Right now we have 9 clay courts open. We're under construction for another 8. And a brand new tennis building facility that has got a pro shop, a concession area, decks to sit and watch the tennis from, covered porch, etc. It's going to be really spectacular, and that is very close to finishing. The remaining 8 courts are under construction now. The building is right on schedule, so we're looking probably sometime toward midsummer.
Sounds great. And of course, you can always check the website, miamibeachparks.com, where all the latest information is for our Park and Rec Department and all of its offerings. Thank you so much for giving us all this great info, Kevin. We really appreciate you joining us.
My pleasure.
All right, and we'll be right back with much more ahead here on CityVision. Up next, see how a ceremony laced with history ushered in a new era of firefighting in Miami Beach.
After that, we'll tell you all about our summer camps being offered to keep your kids busy when school is out.
And we show you why King James was in our neighborhood, all in the name of helping our youth. Help shape the future of the Miami Beach Convention Center. We want your ideas and concerns now while the plans are developed. A series of public meetings are scheduled, and the city encourages your input during these forums. The city wants you to come and be part of planning the future of the Miami Beach Convention Center District. For updates on meeting locations and more information, visit miamibeachfl.gov. If you can't make it to the meetings, we'd like to take your comments via email, mbconventioncenter@miamibeachfl.gov.
Checking a restaurant's report card has never been easier. How does your favorite eating establishment's latest health inspection rate? To find out, visit our website, miamibeachfl.gov, and click on Check, then Restaurant Inspections, which will take you right to the county's inspection reports of our city's restaurants. Miami Beach, helping you make informed decisions.
Save the planet. Conserve resources. And now, here's a new reason to recycle in Miami Beach. It's the law. A new ordinance in our city means mandatory recycling for all residential buildings and businesses, which is easier than ever with our single stream concept. One bin means no sorting necessary. For more information, visit miamibeachfl.gov/recycle.
I am Quentin from Spinello Gallery.
And Heavy Double artist. Heavy Double, so Heavy Double represented by Spinello Gallery, so artist.
And you're watching MBTV, Miami Beach TV.
Welcome back to CityVision. A new day has dawned for our city's fire department. A new fire engine to aid in emergencies is just as impressive as the baptism of sorts carried out to welcome it to the fleet. We explain. The community gathered to witness a tradition that dates back to the late 1800s, as the Miami Beach Fire Department commissioned a new fire engine in a traditional ceremony.
The City of Miami Beach would like to welcome aboard vehicle number 2-18.
But first, we must say goodbye. After 23 years of service, this young Crusader pumper engine is being retired.
Like a retired firefighter, this engine has served our community through thousands of emergency calls. It has endured fires, hurricanes, motor vehicle accidents, flooding. Although it has seen suffering, pain, it has more often seen hope, humanity, saved lives, property, and memories.
And now it's time to welcome this Pierce Velocity engine that stores more water and pumps that water at a higher volume during a fire. The blessing of this newly commissioned fire engine has 3 parts. First,
the transfer of water. The act of transferring water is representative of old to new in the fire service. Water represents life and is always ready to protect life and property. Now we transfer the water from the old truck to the new.
Next, it's the washing down of the engine, then the housing ceremony. Both are reminiscent of the days when horses were the main mode of operation.
The ritual that will begin today actually began in the 1800s when horse-drawn pumpers were used throughout the fire service. Horses that were commissioned for service would be washed down along with a pumper in their newly assigned firehouse and then backed into the firehouse bay. The firefighters would then fit the new horse with its harness, placing the company on service.
And with this nod to our history, we look forward to state-of-the-art emergency response in this new fire engine, and say thanks to all those who serve in this capacity in Miami Beach.
We don't often talk about our service, but we carry it in our heart.
You can do your part to help encourage public safety by trimming your trees and hedges, especially when they're encroaching on the public right-of-way.
Encroachments sometimes happen not even that you're aware that you may be encroaching. It can be something as simple as hedges or other landscape material in the public right-of-way, to sometimes we have seen walls and other structures, physical structures built in the public right-of-way.
Just like this hedge pictured, you encroach when you install private improvements within the public right-of-way. This hedge causes a public safety concern on the street by blocking sight lines and pedestrian passages. It's important to keep your hedges trimmed and maintained regularly from encroaching to avoid a complaint to be filed, and, equally as important, damage to the plants, which can result from significant trimming. Also, if you have planted material in the swale in front of your home, built a fence, or placed a bird bath or some other feature just outside your property, you have created an encroachment. For more information, call our city's Public Works Department at 305-673-7080. Would you believe it's already time to start thinking about summer camp for the kids? And lucky for you, there's plenty to choose from for all interests and age groups. Miami Beach offers summer camps at 6 locations throughout the city. All camps are structured and supervised, and lots of fun.
Throughout the summer, children will participate in a variety of activities that include sports, games, theme activities, arts and crafts, tournaments, field trips, dance, and for the older children to get to go ice skating. Our camps are really affordable, $525 for residents and $775 for non-residents. We do offer Miami Beach resident scholarships because we never want any child turned away from camp because they couldn't afford it.
The city currently offers these themed specialty camps: cheerleading, dance, fine art, golf, tennis, video production, swimming, aquatic life and nature, beach bum, fishing, junior lifeguard, kayaking, water polo, and a variety of sports. And new this summer, theater camp.
Throughout the school year, our teen club had put on some spectacular plays, such as The Wiz and several others, and we learned that through theater, children really develop their confidence and they built their character. So we wanted to continue that through the summer. So this summer, we're happy to say we're offering 2 weeks of theater camp at the 21st Street Recreation Center. Theater camp is designed for children 5th through 11th grades, and the children during camp will learn acting through movement, character building, and improvisation. We really expect this camp to do wonderful.
Registration begins March 18th. Visit miamibeachparks.com for info, or check out the Recreation Review that comes to your mailbox with the winter edition of MB Magazine. And now it's time to see what the fuss was all about when the star of the Miami Heat and basketball worldwide made a surprise visit to kids in North Beach.
Are you having a good time? All right.
When you can get a group of kids this excited about something, it's gotta be big. Yep, he's big all right. Lebron James stands 6 feet 8 inches tall, and on this day, he surprised this lucky group of children in Miami Beach.
What's up, guys?
How old were you when you started liking basketball?
I started playing basketball, like organized basketball, when I was 8 for the first time. So, a few years ago.
My reaction, like my heart dropped when I met my favorite athletic player in the NBA, and I never thought I was gonna actually meet him.
Oh, I think it was so awesome.
I can't believe it.
Yeah. Me either.
King James may have towered over the kids, but he got down to their level to answer their questions and encourage health and fitness among the young crowd.
How does it feel to be a professional basketball player?
I think it's awesome. I think it's, it was a dream of mine as a kid, and I put a lot of hard work into it.
For me to be a role model for a lot of these kids, I think it's a blessing for me to be able just to give back to them, to be able to show up here and to see the smiles on their faces, to hear their questions and things of that nature.
The city of Miami Beach hosted the event at the North Shore Youth Center. Sponsored by Powerade, the Boys and Girls Club of Miami-Dade promoted their Triple Play program, aimed at transforming mind, body, and soul. Powerade is a product of Coca-Cola. As a part of their partnership with the city, the soft drink brand is committed to our community.
To be able to put a platform for these kids to better their chances of becoming successful in life, to be able to stay fit in education and also physical education, I think it means a lot. So this is always great.
The Triple Play program strives to get kids to increase their daily physical activity, teaches them good nutrition, and helps them develop healthy relationships. Kids even had a chance to write heartfelt cards to troops serving overseas.
Dear soldiers, just want to say happy holidays and hope you get back safely. Love, Alan. Because I have a cousin that's in the army, and I want him to get back home safely.
Dear soldiers, thank you very much for fighting for our country, and I wish you a very happy holiday. Sincerely, Alicia Figueroa.
And the surprise visit by this reigning national champion Miami Heat basketball player was a fine ending to a great day of fitness and fun for all the children. And to think, this shining star was once much like one of these kids, shooting hoops, dreaming of a future, at his local Boys and Girls Club in Akron, Ohio.
It just gave me somewhere to be able to express my dreams and play with the kids that had the same passion, play sports and be able to just to get away from the everyday life that may have been the wrong path to be on.
What a thrill for those children, and for me too. I was able to interview LeBron. What a nice guy.
And that wraps up CityVision. Thanks for joining us.
And we leave you now with a look at our monthly food truck and music fest in North Beach. You're watching Miami Beach Television.